Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another how-to max guide in Star Wars Battlefront 2 in 2024. Today I will show you the best options to level up the godfather of all and the biggest mother of all in Star Wars universe, Emperor Palpatine or Darth Sidious. Palpatine is my favorite character both in the game and in Star Wars in general. With Sidious you have a mobile villain who can cause a lot of area damage and is therefore also one of the villains in the game that can be maxed out quickly. Palpatine has the following abilities. Palpatine's basic weapon is his lightning, of course. You will do the most damage with them if you're holding down both the left and the right mouse button. And yes, it took me a bit of time to realize this back then. The first ability is called Chain Lightning and is in my opinion the best ability from Palpatine. With Chain Lightning you can unleash a burst of lightning which hits a target and spreads to those around it. You can do a lot of damage with this ability. The second ability is called Dark Aura. Sidious will charge the air around him with force energy and will damage those around him. This ability is nice for some passive damage but doesn't do a lot of damage. Electrocute is the last ability from Palpatine. With this ability you can electrocute enemies in front of you and stun them. This makes it easier to deal some damage on enemies close in front of you when they try to rush you, for example. So what star card should you play for Palpatine? The first star card I would recommend is called Lightning Reach. With this star card you have an increased range for your lightning attacks, so you can also hit enemies further away. At the max level you have an increased range of 30%. The second card is Show No Mercy. Each extra hit by your ability Chain Lightning will reduce its cooldown by 0.25 seconds to a maximum, so you can spam the ability more often. This is pretty helpful because Chain Lightning is the best ability from Palpatine and can bring you the most XP. The cooldown of Chain Lightning can be reduced up to 5 seconds with this card on final stage. The last star card for Palpatine is Surge of Lightning. With this star card Chain Lightning can bounce an additional 4 targets. This means that you can kill more enemies with one ability, and with that you will also unleash the full potential from the star card Show No Mercy. Now that we've discussed the star cards and Palpatine's abilities, we can get started. As always, I recommend using the co-op mode for Palpatine to level up the character as quickly as possible. Of course you can also play a few rounds of Heroes vs Villain or other online modes, but co-op is by far the fastest and best way to level up in Star Wars Battlefront 2. The first map and one of the best maps to level up Palpatine is Death Star 2. On Death Star 2 you and the Empire will defend the rebel attack on the Death Star. Choose the Assault class at the beginning and go straight to point A. Defend this point and farm your 4000 points as quickly as possible. The waves of enemies come from two directions at this point, directly in front of you and to the right side. Once you have farmed the points, select Palpatine as quickly as possible and return to the same point. Farm the current wave as quickly as possible and get the first XP. For every new wave stand in front of the door on the right and wait until the enemies open the door from the other side. Use your Chain Lightning and your normal lightning at the same time. This will allow you to quickly take out the enemies. In the next moment go directly to the spawn point in front of you and kill the remaining enemies in the wave. Then wait for the new wave at the same door as before and repeat the whole process as described before. You can activate the Dark Aura ability from time to time, especially in a large crowd of enemies, and especially when you are pushed close to that you will do a good amount of passive damage in addition to your normal damage. Try to finish the map within the first round as you can farm the most XP in the first phase. The second map to level up the Emperor quickly and easily is Jabba's Palace. Start your run with the heavy class and wait at the following point. You can use your Grenade Slave and normal contact grenade on the front door in front of you. Enemies will spawn on the left, right and in front of you on this map. After the door in front of you opens up, you will quickly kill the first enemies thanks to the grenades. For the rest of the enemies, pick up your machine gun and quickly farm the remaining points. In the next step, select Palpatine and farm the rest of the wave. At the start of each new wave, position yourself in front of this door first. Wait until the door opens and use Chain Lightning directly and use your normal lightning attacks to destroy the enemies quickly. Of course you can also stun the enemies first with Electrocute and then easily farm them. This is especially recommended if there are heroes on the opposite side. Once you have cleared the enemies in the center, move to the left side and kill all the enemies with the same combination. Remember that you can always activate Dark Aura for extra passive damage. Then destroy the remaining enemies on the right side at point B and stand in front of the door again just before the new wave of enemies appear. Repeat these steps wave after wave and finish the map in the first round. You will always end the game with well over 100 kills and a lot of XP in a short time. The last map I can recommend for Palpatine is Half. On half you attack as the Empire and try to capture the rebel base within 4 attack phases. Start at point B with the assault class and farm the 4000 points as quickly as possible. On the map it is also a good idea to start as a sniper, as it is an open range map. Select Palpatine after you have collected the necessary points and go to point B first. Clear the enemies and wait for the new wave of enemies. During this attack phase, continue to play around point B and kill the new enemy waves. When you capture the point, you will receive a nice amount of additional XP. In the next attack phase you have 2 points to choose from. Focus on point A and kill the first wave of enemies with a combination of your abilities. If there are too many heroes on point A, you can also play on point B, as you can farm a similar amount of XP there. The enemies will spawn in a huge entrance gate from the base in front of you. Wait in front of this gate for the new wave of enemies and kill them quickly with your abilities. Before the next wave spawns, you can kill the rest of the enemies if there are any left on point B. Then you can wait for the next wave at the same spot at point A like before. In the third attack phase you can play between point A and B. This allows you to cover both enemy spawns on both sides and the center in front of you. As the main capture point I would focus on point B and take this point. The final attack phase only has 1 point. Run through the gate in front of you to get to the new area. Then go to the right side and start attacking the enemies. Once you have cleared the point, you can go to the left and destroy the rest of the wave. Wait on the right hand side at this point for new enemies and kill them in front of you. Then go to the left and take out the rest of the enemies. Using your abilities you should be able to kill them quickly and easily. Repeat this every new wave and capture the point. Once you have captured a point, you will receive a medium amount of bonus XP and have successfully completed the map. So these were the best maps to level up Palpatine fast and easy. Honorable mentions for other maps would be Mos Eisley and Asian Claws for example, so if you want to play them, you also have a good chance to farm solid XP as well on these maps. Palpatine was my first villain I maxed in Battlefront 2 and I just love playing as him and bring danger to the battlefront. What level is your Palpatine right now? And which is your favorite map for him? Feel free to leave a comment down below. Check my other max guides out if you want to max other heroes as well. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's video and consider subscribing to the channel to never miss new Star Wars Battlefront 2 guides and news to open world games. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time. And remember, may the Force be with you.